Hey everybody, this is Jason. I'm one of the community managers for AutoRaid, and we are doing a little Skype date with who? Who am I Skyping with right now?
So,
All right, we're Skyping with DSO right now. Okay, all good. So, what are we gonna cover today, Dan? Why are you out, man? Like, what? You're sick today, yeah?
not really sick. I have stitches in my foot. I have to go
Dang,
to the hospital and get them removed, and then also doing some stuff for my baby right now.
dang. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so DSO out of action, but still not out of the game.
Yeah.
What are we gonna cover today, DSO?
So I think the first thing we should do is we should talk about like the game has received some updates recently.
Hmm.
The first is two new card sets. You got the Arc Mage and the Arcane Mage and the Sacrifice Knight.
Okay.
So I think we should look at those cards if we can.
Mm-hmm.
Then secondly, we'll be playing with your account this time, so maybe we can go through your deck a little bit.
Yeah, I
And
need some
we should
improvement for sure.
right. And I also wanted to play challenge mode because challenge mode is something I think you'll really like a lot.
Yeah,
So
I just got turned on to it this morning. It's really awesome.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. How are we? We're live right now, right?
Yeah, we're live. We're ready to rock.
Are people on Twitch right now? Like
Hey, we got somebody, Elum. Hey, how's it going, Elum? Welcome to the stream.
yo, can you hear me? Okay. Like yeah.
And Elum says yes.
Okay, you can hear both of us. Okay, right? Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start with the Arcane Mage because I think every player has gotten one Arcane Mage card. It's a
Okay.
low level card, but I think if you look in your inventory and you look at your normal cards, it should show up there.
Class mage. What does she look like?
Um,
I've got so many
right
mages.
there, the pink ones. Do you see on the
The
left?
pink. Oh, the pink ones. Okay, cool.
Yeah, those are new.
All right. Oh, sweet. All right, let's
Arcane
take.
Mage. So let's see what they do. All
Okay.
right. So basic attack, 171 to the first threat enemy. Ignore 30% of his arcane resist. Okay, that's
Okay.
cool.
That's
First
basic.
skill.
Magic arrow
Deal.
deal 53 damage to the first threat enemy one or two or three times.
Okay.
Reduce its arcane resistance by 12% for 5 seconds. So that seems like it stacks with its normal. I don't know if it can, or maybe that's going to be an arcane debuff.
Right, right. I think
So
this works as an arcane debuff.
yeah,
So yeah, actually, there's not a lot of arcane debuffs in this game, so that's pretty nice. And you plus you get it from level one.
yeah. That's
That's
pretty
cool.
nice. So
Yeah.
I guess now if you want to start looking for stuff that does debuffs, like you can start looking for that. Okay.
Okay. So let's
Uh,
go to phase two skill first. We'll go to the special later.
okay, yeah. Whoa, Arcane Explosion. I remember that from World of Warcraft. I love that skill. Okay, so deal 214, 428, 642 damage to the first threat enemy. If this card has no arcane buff, increase cooldown of this card's all skills by 3 seconds.
So you know what? This is where kind of like the translation is annoying
Yeah,
because increasing cooltime is not a good thing, right?
right,
You
right.
want to decrease cooldown. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it means decrease cooldown. So maybe this guy does not want to get an arcane buff, right? So that,
yeah.
huh? But
So
okay,
that
it
this
does,
can like go off a lot or, huh.
yeah. But 642 damage at phase two is pretty good. Plus, it's that like you're going to use it with that arcane debuff from phase one.
Yeah,
So that's a pretty. I mean, it only hits one guy, but that's still pretty strong.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
word.
Cool.
Magic Field. This is a pretty typical mage ability, although it like changes up depending on if they're fire or something like that. But
Yeah.
deal 107, 214, 321 damage to all enemies. If an enemy has an arcane buff, deal additional 57, 107, 160 to the target.
This one kind of works like the Ice Mage's Magic Field because the Ice Mage there's the Ice Mage Magic Field and the Fire Mage Magic Field.
Right.
The Fire Mage Magic Field actually does more damage if they have a debuff, a fire debuff, and the Ice
Mm.
does more if they have an Ice buff,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now this one hits harder if they have an Arcane buff,
Yeah.
which makes it more difficult to manipulate because you can't actually directly give
Right.
a buff to your enemy, I think.
Right.
But I mean, arcane buffs are pretty common, especially if you're going up against the prophecy shamans.
Yeah. So this definitely is like a PvE skill, just because, like you said, I mean, unless this card is your sub, you really can't predict what enemy is gonna have an arcane buff.
Right, right. Yeah, I guess I don't know if it's PvE, but it is a card that I would carry with me into as a sub card, especially if the opponent is using a lot of shaman heals.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Haste. Increase spell power and attack speed of this card by 25% for 5, 10, 15 seconds. 15 seconds is nothing to sneeze at.
Right. Well, this is it's common. Actually, all the other mages have this too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is pretty much the same. But like, here's where there's kind of an issue here. So
Okay.
um, the way the phase 4 and the phase 2 skills interact with each other will be kind of interesting, because phase 4 gives you a buff,
Right.
and this card, it's based on this skill is based off whether you don't have a buff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
as long as this translation is correct, then haste and arcane explosion might be meant to go together.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess maybe phase 2 skill kind of works like you're sacrificing this kind of great damage that you're giving, but at the same time, if you use this skill, it increases all your cooldowns or increases all your cool times, and so that's like the penalty you're paying to pay for such high damage at phase 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. Because you have to remember that this is a normal card. If this was upgraded to like expert, elite, or epic level,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably going to do like what? That's probably going to do like 1,200, 1,000 damage, 1,200 damage at like at epic level.
Yeah.
Phase 2, which is
And
pretty nuts. Yeah.
and if its cooldown time is 15 seconds and you're reducing that by 25%,
Yeah, yeah,
you can get that down to
yeah.
10
So,
seconds or something like that with a really low casting time, like
yeah, yeah.
1.4 seconds.
Mm.
Hmm. Okay. Last one, Illusion Collapse. Deals 74 damage per zero point 0.8 seconds to all enemies over 4 seconds. Reduce casting speed of all enemies for, 100% for the same duration. Ignore 100% of its arcane resist. So, and it's channeled, so it can't be countered.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's,
So
yeah.
71 damage per zero point 0.8 seconds. So that's five. It's going to be 5 hit in 4 seconds, right?
Mm-hmm,
0.8
roughly.
times 5 is 4 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And then reduce casting speed of all enemies by 100% for the same duration. That's pretty OP.
Yeah.
That's
That's
pretty OP.
reduce casting speed by 100%. I mean, that is, yeah, you're doubling their casting speed for like everything.
Yeah.
And at stage 5, that's really strong. Especially like if you're using this against a boss,
Yeah.
that could be a stun lock. I mean, if you pair this up with some warriors, just like taunting back and forth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Intervening back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
intervening back and forth. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a really strong skill, especially because, I mean, okay, let's compare it to the fire mage. Do you have a fire mage on you right now?
Oh, should. Yeah.
So if you look at the fire mage's last skill,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So this is fire field,
Mm.
and it does 128 damage per second over 4 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 4 hits of 128. That's like what? 500 damage.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do any of the additional effects
Right.
the Arcane Mage has.
Right.
The Arcane Mage, if we look at that one more time, she does. Look at the Arcane Mage again. She does what? The last skill does 71 times 5, 74 times 5, so that's 350
Yeah.
damage. So it's less damage.
Less damage, but
Yeah.
that kind
But
of
it also
semi-stun is like,
ignores 100% of its arcane resist. Is pretty OP. Like, you gotta remember, like, that.
so this damage is just going through. Like the fire mage could be resisted.
Right.
Hmm.
She seems pretty crazy. Maybe they kind of started her off overpowered, which is, I think, a good idea. Whenever you introduce a new card, they should be a little bit overpowered in the beginning.
Yeah.
And, you can bring them back in later on.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Dang.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, let's look at her special skill.
Okay. So Ice Charge, reduce attack power and spell power of all allies 10%, except this one by 30 seconds. Increase this card's spell power by 23% for 30 seconds. Reduce cool time by 10 as skill levels up. This can't be countered. This can't be dispelled.
Increase
Huh.
this card's spell power by 23%. Reduce attack power and spell power for everyone except this one, right?
Wait, this is weird. This is level 0. What does that mean?
That doesn't mean anything. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, that just means it doesn't have any skill points put into it.
Mm. Oh, I see.
Reduce cooldown by 10 as skill levels up.
Oh, duh.
What
Yeah.
does that mean? Reduce cooldown by 10 as skill level up.
Oh, the cooldown time is 40 seconds. So
Okay. So it'll be like 40,
30?
30, 20, 10.
Oh, yeah, so it can go down to 10 seconds.
Yeah, but then why wouldn't they just put that into the tooltip? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so this would work well if you're playing with, like, if your team is made up of, who would this work well with? Like, you're basically sacrificing all attack power, spell damage, heal damage,
Yeah, of
turn-
everyone. Of
yeah,
everyone.
just so that you can go and crush things for a while, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
That's weird. But maybe, like, if you're comboing this with Arcane Explosion, with Illusion Collapse.
yeah,
But that's like a stretch.
yeah.
That's going to go off perfectly.
Interesting. Yeah, so she does look kind of like someone you would hide behind, like some tanks, or even not even just physical tanks, but also like damage, like magic tanks, if you can imagine that. And then like basically you're going to have all these meat shields kind of protecting her, and then she will keep buffing herself to attack harder and do a lot of damage early on and stuff like that. Hey, can you try upgrading her special skill, fusioning her special skill?
Yeah. Can I do that this early?
Yeah, go to fusion. No, go back to the card.
Yeah. It's hiding behind chat. Okay.
Go to fusion, and then go to skill change. Fusion skill change,
Mm-hmm.
and just pick a mage. Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Okay.
Okay. Fusion. Skill change.
Sure. Okay. Let's see what the skill looks like when you level it up. Fire charge. Reduce all allies of defense, all resist and healing effects 17%. Increases card spell power by 39% for 30 seconds. Reduce cooldown by 10. This can be so. In this one, they're actually okay. So we gotta remember this right here. There is a differentiation between healing effects and spell power, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the first time when we had it, it only said spell power. It didn't have anything to do with healing effects.
Mm.
So I guess if you have this as a phase 1 skill, then you're going to be sacrificing like a lot of damage, but you can still do a lot of healing.
Mm-hmm.
If you have it as a phase 3 skill, then you're going to be reducing your defense, and you'll be getting additional damage. Right? Because this
Yeah.
one, like, you're sacrificing the defense of your entire team. I don't know if this one's good at all.
Yeah. This one's kind of let's do fusion again.
Yeah, let's see what else is possible.
All right, come on. I like the little the roulette interface. All right, so we just got fire charge, but at level 1 now.
Okay, so Twitch.tv, none games. Boom.
Okay, yeah. So Elum is saying again, it debuffs your party to buff your mage.
Yeah, for sure. But like, what we're curious about here is like, sometimes it's debuffing your team's attack, and sometimes it's debuffing your team's defense.
Yeah.
Maybe those are the only 2 skills that are possible, right? Every card has 2 special skills.
Yeah.
And I guess one is fire charge and one is ice charge, maybe.
Yeah. I think the ice charge overall is better because there does seem to be a corner case combo with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's try it one more time. One more fusion. See what happens.
Come on, black. Okay, ice charge.
Ice
Yeah, I think you're right. Ice charge, but now it's at phase 3. I like it better at phase 1.
Yeah, it's good. It's cool. So you're going to have Ice Charge, you're going to have Arcane Explosion, you're going to have Haste and his ultimate and his phase one. The phase one skill is also good because it. So the phase one skill reduces their resist. The phase four skill increases their cooldown speed. Their special increases their spell power, and then your phase two skill does a ton of damage to a level one guy. And finally, your phase five skill just crushes everyone. It's cool. It's a cool. It's a good card.
Yeah. It's weird. It's a weird one. It forces you to think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
You wanna try shopping for some revenge some sacrifice knights? Maybe we'll go to the shop and then just kind of press normal pack.
I might already have one. Let me check. Revenge. Maybe I've just got Revenge Knights.
Yeah, we're looking for sacrifice knights. That's the new one that just came out.
Okay, word. All right, yeah, let me go grab some. Time to shop. Okay, so Illum is from BC, Canada. All right, West Coast. Are you from Vancouver, BC, Illum? Or just the general BC area? And Dan, what do you think is the best pack to get a Sacrifice Knight from?
I think you should just do normal pack.
Just a normal pack?
Normal pack it all the way through, and then let's see what we get. Oh, I didn't know it opens one at a time like this.
Revenge Knight. All right.
Close. Yeah, let's just keep trying until we get that.
Vancouver Island. Nice.
Can you press the
Sweet.
open button? Oh, nice. You got an epic. That's a good card.
Yeah, Curse Warlock.
Yeah, I love that one.
Okay, let's look at that later. Let's try to get a Revenge
Yo,
Knight.
press open.
Oh, Sacrifice Knight. Boom.
Oh, okay, nice.
Okay,
Let's
got
look
it. All right, you know, if you open everything, everything goes to your inventory. But if you have like the card that you want, you don't have to open up everything else. You can kind of save yourself some inventory space.
Huh. Well, I did not know that. Okay, let's go. Let's look at this card right here.
Okay. Mm-mm. All right. All right. So, let's look at his basic attack.
Okay.
All right.
So basic attack. Restore 130 HP to the lowest HP ally. Dispel true debuffs on the target. So this will work well with Yo, can you go to chat room 10 instead of chat room 1 in the game?
Yeah.
Select channel. Remember, guys, always go to channel 10 for English chat.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah. Did you go to channel 10? All right, cool.
Yeah.
America. All right, let's go look at the card.
All right. Basic attack.
Yeah, so your basic attack is not as good as like a Guardian Knight because a Guardian Knight does double HP, double heal if it's targeting the first threat ally.
Mm-hmm.
But this Dispel True debuffs is pretty good because like archers, snipe archers, hunt archers. No, snipe archers do something where they reduce your defense by 2% for like 10 seconds, and it stacks upon each other.
Oh yeah.
This is a good counter against that. Also, yeah. So I think incision, like assassins incision and stuff like that. I think those also count as true debuff.
As true
This
debuff?
basically just kind of counters assassins and archers. It looks. Like.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. His level 1 skill, Baptism. Increase defense, all resist, and healing effects on first threat ally by 100, 200, 300 for 5 seconds. It becomes immune to stun. Nice. That's channeled. Combo. If target's HP is below 50%, cast this skill once more for 2.5 seconds.
Okay, hold on. So like it increases your resists and healing effects on first threat ally by 300%. Is that what it's saying?
That is what it appears to be saying.
That's missing a percent mark, right? It's not like
Yeah.
okay, but still, that's amazing. Like
That's like that's over like by 300?
yeah. So like, so if you have like a tank, it's going to
And
increase
it's
its defense by 300%, and its resist by 300%, and
and
all
the
the skills.
healing effects that go
Wow.
into it. We got to be reading this wrong.
No, that's so good. And it becomes immune to stun.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was like 10%, 20%, 30%. That's so strong. For 5
That's
seconds?
yeah, that's pretty OP. I don't know. That's maybe that's a typo, but yeah. And if the target's HP is below 50%, cast this skill once more for 2.5 seconds. What does that mean? So it's like so it will the skill will hit that target again after 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
So it lasts for 5 seconds, right? And if the target's
Uh-huh.
HP is below 50%, then it's going to cast it again for 2.5, so that it does. Basically, it's going to
Well,
last.
the casting time is 5 seconds. So it's going to go and then it'll cycle again. And then it's going to give the ally this ability for another 2.5 seconds.
So it'll be like a 7.5 second
Roughly,
skill
yeah.
if
Yeah.
they're below 50%.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks really cool. Let's keep going. Next one is
Okay. Blessing 1. All right. So restore 130, 261, 392 HP to first threat ally. This is nuts. Increase defense and attack power of the first threat ally by 10, 20, 30% for 5. Yeah, I think the first
yeah,
skill is
that
also
caps
10, 20,
100,
30.
300. That's crazy. It's probably they
Ah,
instead of putting a percent mark, they probably put a zero.
yeah. Deal 65, 130, 196 damage to this card.
Okay, you take
That's,
damage, huh?
yeah, but that's nothing. I mean, compared to what you're healing and increasing defense and attack power.
Well, 392 HP heal at level at phase 2 isn't that great. It's okay, but I mean it's pretty good, but it's not that great. At the same time,
Hmm.
yeah, he is this is a normal level card, so maybe, if you actually get it up to like epic or legendary, probably maybe you'll do like 500.
Yeah. And remember, we're probably not going to use this without um, a healer, like an actual healer in your party as well.
So, here's my question then. If you combine this with baptism, then let's say that's supposed to be 30% and it's not 30%.
Yeah. So then that 130 goes up to
Or let's start from
like
392.
yeah,
So like let's say it's 400,
right.
so then it's going to actually do 520 heal.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay, that's cool. Next
Yeah.
one.
Nuts. Denounce a heresy. Reduce defense and healing effects on first threat enemy and this card by 50% for 369 seconds. Increase this card's threat amount by 200%. Hmm.
So this will reduce your defense. It will increase your threat amount. And it will reduce healing effects on you. Why is this good?
Hmm. Well,
How does this work?
if this guy is third in line, he's probably not gonna go up to the front of the line.
20% is pretty high though. But okay, here's my question. Like, okay, reducing defense and healing effect on the first threat enemy, that's good. I can understand that.
Right.
But it hits you too, and it gets you into the first threat level.
Yeah. Yeah, but
So
I don't think this card is gonna stay like, especially if this is on the third stage and you only do this once. I could see him not staying at the front of the line for too long.
sure, maybe. Okay, cool. Wait,
And yeah, Elum is saying this is the sacrifice theme. Like, yeah, this card is like maybe big effects, but at the cost of it, basically, it's gonna die.
all right. Interesting. Okay, next one.
Blessing 2. Restore 231, 462.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, just like stronger.
Yeah, 346 damage to yourself. All right, cool. And
Yeah.
last one is
Sacrifice. All right. Restore 5% of their max HP per second to all allies over 5 seconds. Deal 10% of its max HP as damage per a second to this card over 5 seconds. Hmm. And what
restore
is
fi-
your max HP?
Well, that's usually going to follow your con and your strength.
Hmm.
But go to status, and your HP is 2,400.
2404.
So it'll be doing 240 damage to yourself per second.
Hmm.
And then can you go back to that skill? And then
Yeah.
it'll heal other people for what is that? It'll heal other people for 120 per second for 5 seconds. I don't know. I mean, this is a card then that okay. If you think about it, right? Like all the uh, all the other cards, all the other skills he has does damage to himself in a at a flat rate, right? So
Yeah.
the more you increase your HP, the less damage you're doing to yourself. But this one actually hurts you as a percentage. So I think if you're going to use a Sacrifice Knight, you're going to want to build up the HP really high.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got a new person in the chat channel, Holly. Yeah, and very, very nice to meet you, Holly. We're reviewing the cards right now. We just reviewed the Arcane Mage. We're looking at the Sacrifice Knight. Thoughts on the Arcane Mage? I think that we're in agreement that the Arcane Mage is actually really interesting. Like, really kind of corner case where you can do a ton of damage at the expense of the speed of the rest of the team, basically. Sacrifice Knight, I don't know. I think we're still figuring out whether it's good or not, actually.
I mean, I think like the theme of the Sacrifice Knight, besides sacrificing himself and helping other people, is that um, max HP is good. This guy, like you want to increase his con as much as you can, because the more HP you have, the less damage you're doing to yourself relatively, because the other skills, phase 1 through phase 4 skills, do flat damage, right?
Yeah.
So if it does 100 damage to you per se, like for example, it does 100 damage to you, but your HP is 1,000, then it's only doing 10%. But if your HP is like 5,000 and it's still only doing 100 damage, then it's not as painful, right?
Yeah.
And then the more max HP you have, the more the more powerful your level 5 skill becomes too. So
Yeah. Where is this guy gonna go in the lineup?
well, I mean, I could think of a lot of like interesting ways to use this guy. I think one thing is that his phase 3 skill, because it increases his the phase 3 skill turns him into, it's kind of like a taunt, right? And it moves you all the way over to the first level,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what if you had two of these guys, right? And one of them has phase 3 skill maxed, and the other one just does like baptism and healing on that first card over and over. It'll kind of counter the negative effects of this skill, and buff it up, while at the same time like really screwing over their first level guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another thing also is like I think this card could be used in like a sacrifice deck where like you use it with cards like with skills like Corpse Explosion.
Mm-hmm.
The Destruction Warlock has that skill, phase 4 skill, Corpse Explosion, where if a card's HP is below 10%, it'll sacrifice it and do
Right.
2,000 damage to the entire team. So those two could potentially maybe work together. Whoa,
Yeah.
what does this special skill do?
Yeah, we haven't even looked at that. One second though. Holly is saying that she currently uses a warrior defense and 3 warlocks
Nice.
curse with a priest right now, and she's farming goblin or hell goblin 5th floor.
Cool.
Yeah. Nice setup, Holly.
Yeah, I mean, I think Curse Warlock strategy is a cheap, effective way to do a lot of damage. I think everyone should use it, honestly. Like, there's no real good counter. Whoa, what is this?
Okay, you can go ahead and read that out. I'm in chat.
Restore 50 HP per second to allies over 10 seconds, 500 HP. Increase healing effects on allies by 69%, well, for the same duration. If an ally is casting fire, nature, or arcane, increase
Oh.
attack and spell power by 23, 46, 69 for the same duration. Okay, so complicated skill. It buffs your heals, it gives a heal, and it also helps anyone that has fire, nature, or arcane.
What's the downside of this?
I mean, I think the fact that it does 50 HP per second,
Mm-hmm.
that's actually pretty low. Um, and they're like
For
shadow.
10 seconds though?
Yeah, but shadow priests have skills where they're like reduce someone's healing effect by a flat margin by like 50, right? So then
Mm-hmm.
this skill would actually only heal for 0 per second for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So it does leave you susceptible to that. But besides that, I don't really see anything bad about this.
Yeah. Healing
Except,
effect for 69% is like,
yeah, for
yeah.
sure. Let's try fusing this.
Okay.
The fusion skill. See
I
what
don't want to get rid of it though. It's so good.
else.
Okay.
Fusion skill. Okay, same one.
Same
Conversion.
one at a lower level.
Yeah.
Transmission. What is this? Okay, restore. Oh, go ahead and read it off.
Yeah, so it's similar in effect to the other one. It restores HP per second,
Oh,
increases healing effects. Instead, but it helps
a little bit
out.
lower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But well, this one's a phase 3 skill, whereas
Mm.
before we were looking at the phase 4.
Hmm.
But yeah, this one helps ice, holy, and dark instead of fire, wood, and arcane. So yeah, I mean, it's just it helps them in a different class of people, but it's the same skill pretty much.
Hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, nice. All right, so overall, both of these are pretty interesting. Yeah, I would have to play around with these a lot more, but
Sure.
yeah, I think the Arcane Mage has a ton of potential.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. You want to try playing challenge mode now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
You as a Magic player, right? You really like. You talked about this before, right? Where like I forget, like people buy a bunch of decks, and they open them, and then they go and they just play.
Yeah, draft. Yeah.
Yeah, that's draft mode. So this is kind of similar to draft mode, right?
Oh, word. Okay, awesome. Sweet. So, challenge mode is a quick game played with 16 random cards. You can challenge bosses until you lose 3 times. Used cards will be disappeared after challenge mode ends. You can use your own deck cases. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Now I do want to check the card. Whoa!
Yeah.
What?
Unfortunately, you can never use them again. That's the problem. But,
So it's such a tease.
yeah. Actually, for this, just press open all because yeah, this one you have to accept all of them. So. Wow.
Oh, that
Nice.
is
You got
just
a epic Arcane Mage.
yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. Next pack.
Okay.
And you'll notice they all come at level 11. So you actually get
You get
an
all the
additional
skills
skill
ready to
for
go.
units. Whoa.
Wow. Legendary Guardian.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. All right, so oh man, this is so much fun. Yeah, this is great. I'm in my element and just super happy right now.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got to think about how you're going to make your deck. And I mean, if we look at the cards you got right now so far, you have a bunch of warriors,
Yeah.
like knights and warriors, guardians. I don't see a lot of mages in your deck,
Mm-hmm.
except the Archmage, which
Okay,
you definitely
wait.
should make use of here.
Hold up for the benefit of everybody on Twitch, like let's go through this a little tiny bit slowly. These are my warriors, okay?
Right.
So I've got Gemini warrior on defense, human warrior berserk. Not even gonna go through the skills just yet. Elf warrior for defense, dwarf warrior for defense, and Gemini warrior for defense. Okay. All right. Assassins. Do I have any assassins? No assassins.
Yeah.
No archers. Quite a bit of mages.
Okay. Yeah, you should do have a lot of mages.
So-
Fire.
Okay, I got
Arcane.
arcane.
Use that. Oh, what is that?
The
That dwarf. Oh, Arcane Mage.
he looks so cool.
Looks so cool.
Does he have like a bowl of soup? Is that ramen? Is he like
Like
ramen powered?
There's two types of Arcane Mages. There's the dwarfs and the imps, right? This one looks sick though.
Nice. We are like we're in South Korea, so if we have a ramen powered mage, I think that's really appropriate.
Right.
Okay, and we've got an imp flame mage.
Right.
Dang, nice.
So you got one of each pretty much. You got fire, ice, and arc.
Okay, all right.
No
Oh,
warlocks.
priest. Minota divine priest,
Yeah, we're
elf
gonna
priest.
make use of that guy.
Yes, that guy's going in. Divine, elf divine, Gemini, darkness. I think the Minota, like, that's just so powerful. Like, that's got to
Well,
go
actually,
in.
I don't know how that card works.
You want to take a look?
It's just okay. Wait, let's see. Okay. It's just a healing priest. All right.
Yep. Yep, typical. Its ulti is light body.
Yeah.
So restore 277, 5, 54, and increase
Works
its
great as a
casting
help.
speed. Okay, yeah.
Cool.
If the threat's allied to the first threat. Okay, cool. Alright. And, okay, yeah, typical.
Nice.
Yeah. Sweet. Any of the other priests you want to look at?
No, I'm cool. Let's go over to the last set of.
Oh, we got a ton of knights. Oh, no,
Yeah.
three. Okay.
So you got,
Okay.
yeah, Revenge Knight, Guardian Knight.
Revenge, Guardian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Let's look at the ulti here. God's Blessing. Restore 467,
Wow.
934. What? To this card. Increase threat amount of this card by 50%. Okay, in either case. Dispel dark debuffs on this card. This can't be countered.
Okay, so we would definitely want to keep this guy in case the opponent is like a dark boss or something.
Yeah.
He'll be a good sub card.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so
Should we play around with the Revenge Knight today? Like, see.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one issue I have with Revenge Knights is that they work better in tandem. Like Revenge Knights, they work really well when the opponent loses armor. Like I forget what their skill is called, but like it gives minus armor and it stacks with other cards that also give minus armor. And the more minus armor you have, the better a Revenge Knight is, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
From your deck, I'm only seeing like one card that actually that decreases defense in that way.
Mm. Okay, word. All right,
So,
Berserk.
what kind of deck do you want to make?
What do we have? We have like a lot. I want to play around with these mages.
Yeah.
Especially with this Arcane Mage, because we were talking about the corner cases that we might be able to get out of this ice charge.
Yeah.
Let's maybe see what we can do with that.
Yeah, I think Ice Charge is way better than Fire Charge.
Oh yeah. Okay. Magic Arrow.
Now, I'm
So-
interested. Like, I'm wondering, does that mean because it's actually reducing your partners? Does that count as a debuff, or is it?
It's on the enemy, so reduce the arcane resist of the enemy.
No, I'm talking about your special skill.
Oh.
You know how it reduces your partner's attack and spell power? Does that mean it's actually a debuff, or is it a buff that gives a minus attack?
Reduce attack power, spell power of all allies for 10%. Except this one. Increase this cards.
Right?
I
The
think.
reason why that matters is because,
Yeah.
right.
That might. It's probably an ice debuff.
And the reason why that matters is because like let's say you have a card like your tank defense warrior, right? Like heroic strike does double damage if they have a debuff on them. So you're actually debuffing your own card and allowing it to do a double damage then, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I have to actually see it in action.
Yeah. Let's just go for it. See
All right.
how it works. Magic arrow.
Oh, 864 damage. Wow.
And I'm so ready for this. Should we even maybe haste? Just one in haste?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So okay, this is going to do a lot of single target damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So happy to use this card. Elum is saying double tank healer. I saw that we have like a berserk.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, that's probably the way that we should go.
I think one thing bad about Berserk Knights is that because you're going to be fighting against bosses most of the time,
Mm-hmm.
like Berserk Knights, a lot of their skills only hit the same, or some of their skills only hit their same threat level. So, like if you're threat level 2, your skills, those skills won't even
Oh,
activate.
that is true.
Yeah, so that's an issue with the Berserk Knights. I wonder
Okay.
if you like. I wonder if having two arcane mages is bad because they're actually debuffing each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would probably be bad. I think if you're going to use the knights, I mean
Mm-hmm.
the defense tanks, you want your special skill to do a stun. Can you look at your special skill real quick? Yours.
Yeah, this is not a stun. It's just
Oh, it does
resistance.
stun.
Oh,
If it's
does it?
yeah, if it
Oh,
knocks.
stun the target for.
Yeah.
But it's only if it's true or nature, though.
Right, right. But this is actually a recent buff. Like last week, they changed the cards a little bit and added the stun effect to this skill,
Mm-hmm.
and this can be really good. Like yeah, against true or nature.
I guess we'll do it once. And if well, actually, like we don't even know if we're gonna be fighting a truer nature. Do we only get one shot at an enemy in
So here's the thing: you get to get 8 cards.
Mm-hmm.
You have your 5 main cards and then your 3 sub cards,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go in and fight as long as you can.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, word. Okay. Capture. No. Heroic strike.
Yeah, you don't want capture in boss fights.
Right. Intervene. Stun the first threat enemy. Yeah, you want to stun. Last hope. Sure. Yeah, I think we're okay on that.
Cool.
Okay, yeah. Cool. And then we didn't have any archers. Ugh, I think we're this is kind of like the fun of draft, right? Because so Elam is saying that you can always just check the boss before battle and adjust. Very true. Um,
Hmm.
so this is the fun of draft. Like we got to use what we got.
Yeah.
So we probably don't necessarily have a choice
Well,
using double mages.
well, I think if you're going to go for a double mage, the ice mage will be better than the fire mage because the ice mage's phase 5 skill does is a stun. It doesn't do
Mm.
damage, right?
Oh,
So
nice.
what I'm basically saying is that like because your arcane mage is going to be debuffing your damage abilities, you would want your complementary mage to do more utility stuff like stuns and things like that. You can't use this one though. This only hits same threat level as
I go. Okay, yeah.
that one's
Oh, I was like, oh, this is perfect. What are we even debating? Okay. Let's see. Freeze, reduce
what's
cooldown
your
speed, and
ulti?
ice.
Is it cancel?
It's ice
Skill?
blast.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Let's
huh.
look at another fire mage or another. No, we've only got another flame.
Oh, you're running out of battery.
It's okay. If an enemy is casting a phase 4 skill, stun the target for 5 seconds.
Yeah, this is very useful,
Yeah.
especially towards the later bosses. Um, yeah, fire field is a good skill, but yeah, it's a good skill. It's not as good when it's only being targeted on one enemy, right?
Mm-hmm. Do we have any phase ones? Well, we've got a lot of stuns, so I guess burn. Hmm.
I don't know. I wouldn't go with this guy. Let's get rid of it. I
Yeah.
think I think it'll be best if we just I don't know. It's tricky.
Oh wait, we've got dark priests as well.
Okay.
Those do damage. Okay.
Well, I mean, shouldn't we get the legendary cards in there first somehow? Like find a way to get those legendary cards working.
Oh, this what? Oh, we didn't throw in our priest yet.
Like body. You want to get that phase 4 skill. So good.
Yeah. We only need it like once though, right?
Yeah, you only need 1 point in it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Casting time gets better though when you increase it. Casting time becomes 1 second at max level.
Versus best condition though?
You don't need best condition, I feel like. Or do we? I don't know, maybe.
Well, we can always look at it in
Yeah.
between fights. So,
Sure.
yeah. All right. All right, let's see if we can do Dark Matter,
Yeah, you don't want dark matter.
Life Drain.
Life drain is okay. If you're going to use this card, then you're basically saying that yeah, you want this card against strong spell damage opponents, especially dark spell damage opponents.
All right, well, Energy Plunder. Deal 254, 508, 763 damage to first threat. Enemy, increase casting speed of all allies by 50% for 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's pretty legit.
Dark Depression.
Dispersion, not depression, but yeah, that would
Oh,
be,
Dark Oh, blah, blah, blah.
well, they spelled dispersion wrong. So.
Uh,
But yeah, dispersion is good because it reduces healing effects on the target by 106. So this is what I was talking about before. It's not 106%.
mm-hmm.
It's 106 flat. So
Mm.
if you're doing heals over time, this will totally crush you.
Mm. Okay. Intensive attack. Increase threat amount of the lowest wisdom enemy by... That's weird. Reduces dark resist by 100%. Well, I guess if we're with a boss, the boss is always going to be the lowest wisdom enemy?
Yeah, that too. And also, well, the reason why this card works is that, like, the lower your wisdom, the lower your resistance to magic.
Mm-hmm.
So if you bring that over to the first threat level, then you're going to make sure that spells that hit the first threat level are going to hit that card, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. And I think your Arcane Mage, the level 2 skill, actually hits the first threat level. So these two might work together well.
I feel like we're a little bit too squishy. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe we need one more... Maybe now that Assassin or the Sacrifice Knight makes sense?
Well, we don't have a sacrifice knight.
Oh, we don't?
Yeah. We got that Guardian Knight.
Oh, we've got a Revenge Knight and a Guardian Knight.
Yeah. I think the Guardian Knight can be useful. His phase 4 skill. His phase 4 skill stuns automatically if they hit level 5. If the enemy does a phase 5 skill, so this is always useful.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of his first phase skill, Bounce.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of that. Okay, Flash. Flash is not too bad. Flash 2. Divine Hammer. This is pretty good, I think.
Sure.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, nice.
Cool.
Nah. Okay. All right, let's jump in.
All right, no sub cards.
Ooh, we've got. Oh, yeah. I don't know if we don't have a ton for subs, but let's
get that Revenge Knight there since you just like him. Let's get the Fire Mage. And we can skill them up later.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the Fire Mage and yeah. You want to have that's an Arcane Mage. You want the Arcane Mage there?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let's try the Fire Mage.
Oh, this is so sorry.
That's cool.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
And I don't know, maybe get one Guardian. Your last legendary card. Let's get that in there too, just in case. Oh, you already put it in there.
Yeah, I already put it in there. Just the yeah, ugh.
Let's put one more warrior then. Warrior tank.
Random tank. Boom. All right, done.
Okay.
All right.
First few
Okay.
bosses are pretty easy. Hey, you gotta skill up your tank.
Oh, I just have one out.
Okay.
But actually, if this is,
Yeah.
what is he? What does the boss do? Let's see. The hatchling. Expose weakness. So it's gonna punish debuffs. Ignore. Can't resist. What type of damage? His basic attack is just 560. It doesn't look like it's any particular type of damage. Okay, trickery. Increase threat amount of the lowest threat enemy. I don't think this guy's gonna be too hard.
Okay.
Okay, let's just roll in.
Yeah, he's probably not that hard. I think I got to like when I first played challenge mode, I didn't quite understand the system. I thought like every time you used a card, you couldn't use it anymore or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I tried to use all my low level cards first.
Yeah.
But then I found out later you can't edit your deck again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right, taunt is working. Magic arrow is about to pop.
hey, is there no game sound? Like
Yeah, I don't hear a game sound. Do you guys hear game sounds? Oh, so apparently you get right now at least you get shadow cards and gold if you win challenge mode. Is that true, Dan?
well, I mean, I've only played it once.
Okay.
I think yeah, I did get one shadow card.
Okay.
I'm very curious, like why shadow cards are good. Like, I wonder what kind of effects they have that make them good.
Okay, yeah, we're not getting game sounds. I think next time we do the stream, we'll look into why we're not getting game sounds. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's that kind of capture that the Drake has.
Mm.
It totally just pulled the priest like way from the back.
But priests are pretty tanky.
They are. They're surprisingly tanky.
They
Yeah.
have high wisdom. And
Yeah, that was easy.
that was easy. But yeah, there's a lot of bosses. So. I wonder how the Arcane Mage is doing.
I don't think we really got into it with the Arcane Mage. I think we've got to go maybe a little bit further.
What did you do? Okay, go to boss info. Okay,
Yeah.
start battle. Oh,
Another Drake?
yeah. I guess you keep fighting drakes in the beginning.
All right, so
I think you quit on accident.
did I? No, because I have the same cards.
Hmm. Okay.
And it says challenge mode third floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so Holly says, I'm so poor, 1.5k and only 3 elites so far. Yeah, it takes a little while, Holly. And keep cracking packs and keep like fusing and upgrading. Like don't hold on to like really low level cards for too long. Sometimes they do come in handy, but if you like a card, just like fuse it. Or exchange. Phase 3. Okay, so ice charge. Dark matter goes off. Life drain is about to go off. Let me see this. Arcane explosion.
Yeah, like we're not really seeing how crazy this Arcmage is or anything like that.
Yeah. And it could. Well, we were saying that it seems like a corner case.
Hmm. Now, what I'm thinking is like because she does reduce arcane resist, maybe we should have like stacked more arcane spells with her. Maybe having two arcane mages at the same time is a good thing.
Hmm. We could just keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Start battle. Okay. Current floor 4. So these are hatchlings, but maybe they are getting just more difficult. I did notice that our offense dropped off a lot more than with the first fight.
Hmm.
All right, magic arrow. Boom.
Uh-oh.
I'm okay. We've actually been going for an hour already.
Yeah, I think we actually got to close up soon. So
Yeah.
you guys won't actually be able to watch Jason like reach the end of his challenge mode, but this is what challenge mode is about. And so today we discussed the new cards. We discussed Arcane Mage and Revenge Knight. No, Sacrifice Knight. And we learned how to play.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
this challenge mode is like exactly what I was waiting for
Yeah.
with this game. I'm so pumped. This might be what I do like every day.
And yeah, I think we're going to have to close up now. I have to
Yeah.
leave as well. So, yeah, thanks everyone for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week. Make sure to actually you can do the whole goodbye stuff. I think it's better when someone's actually like you can see their lips moving when they're actually talking. Saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, Dan is just like a ghostly audio voice right now.
Yeah.
It's fun. Speaking with a ghost. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for coming into the stream. Have a nice day, guys. See you later.